Zainab Musa had learned to stop counting heartbreaks. They piled up like traffic in Abuja at rush hour, frustrating, unavoidable, and far too familiar. The latest was Dio, the investment banker with a perfect smile and a perfectly hidden wife. Before him there was Tunji the musician, who ghosted her just after promising to write a love song in her name. Before him, well, the list stretched too long and too painful. So at 32, Zainab made a decision. No more dating. Not for a month. Not until she healed. Not ever. She channeled the pain into something productive, launching her wellness cafe, Bliss Bloom, a cozy spot in Woost 2, where women could sip hibiscus tea, read self-help books, and cry in peace without judgment. The cafe was her sanctuary, her rebirth, and her quiet declaration that love wasn't necessary for fulfillment. But even new beginnings came with new challenges. Her builder quit mid-renovation, supplies got delayed. Her stress levels soared until her friend Ioma recommended an architect she'd worked with. Try Ao. He's quiet but reliable. Just your type if you weren't sworn off men. Zainab rolled her eyes. I'm not hiring him to flirt with him. When Ao first walked into Bliss Bloom, she barely noticed. He wore a dusty button-up shirt and jeans, carried a sketchbook and measuring tape, and spoke with a soft, steady calm that contrasted the chaos in her life. They weren't exactly friends, but he respected her vision. He showed up. He listened. He even smiled occasionally. Those rare, crooked smiles that made her heart skip in a way she tried hard to ignore. Still, Zainab was firm. She had retired from love. Weeks passed, and the cafe began to take shape. Walls painted, furniture installed, light fixtures hung like stars. Io came daily, always on time, always calm, even when the power cut off mid-blueprint. Zainab found herself looking forward to his visits. He had a quiet charm, a presence that made her feel steady. She caught herself laughing at his dry humor, craving his insights, even overthinking what outfit to wear each day. No, she reminded herself, love was a trap. Attraction was a reflex. Her cafe was her priority. But one evening, when the rains poured and Ao offered her a lift home, she accepted. The drive was filled with comfortable silence, the kind only two people with tired hearts could share. When he dropped her off, he hesitated. I like talking to you, he said quietly. Zainab's heart did a foolish somersault. I like working with you too, she replied, playing it safe. But that night she couldn't sleep, and when she dreamt, it was of paint-splattered shirts and soft-spoken architects who didn't walk away. The cafe opened with a soft launch. Bliss Bloom filled quickly with women sipping lavender lattes and journaling in corners. Zainab felt peace for the first time in years. Io was still around, helping fine-tune the design and sometimes lingering after hours. He never pushed, never flirted aggressively, just existed beside her, patient as sunrise. Then Dio showed up, the smooth-talking ex with 1,000 apologies and a bouquet of red roses. I made a mistake, Z, he said. You're the one I should have fought for. Zainab froze. A year ago, those words would have unraveled her, but now she felt nothing, or maybe something else. Clarity. I'm not the same woman you left, she said. He looked over her shoulder. So this new guy, he's the reason? She turned. Ao stood in the doorway, holding a toolbox. Dio smirked. You always like the quiet ones? Zainab's heart raced, but not for Dio. After he left, she sat with Ao. They didn't speak at first. I didn't mean to intrude, Ao said. You didn't, she paused. He was a mistake, but you're something else. He looked into her eyes. Can I be more than something else? A few weeks later, they were sitting on the cafe patio, watching the sun dip behind the buildings. Zainab leaned against Ayo's shoulder, her heart finally open. I can't believe I almost missed this, she whispered. I was always around, he said, even before the cafe. She frowned. Before? Ao chuckled. You don't remember, do you? 3 years ago, TFA Gallery, Lagos. You cried in the restroom for almost an hour. Zainab blinked. Memory stirred. An art exhibit, a breakup, mascara streaks, a stranger offering tissue. That was you? He nodded. I was there with my cousin. I saw you and you looked lost. I never forgot your face." Zainab stared at him, her heart swelling with disbelief. "Why didn't you say anything?" "You weren't ready then, and I wasn't brave enough." Tears welled in her eyes, but not from pain, from the sweet, startling realization that love had found her when she least expected it, not with flowers or declarations, just with presence, patience, peace. Later that year, they married in a quiet ceremony at the cafe. No drama, no heartbreak, just family, fresh flowers, and two people who had finally found home in each other. Zainab hadn't searched for love. It had waited for her.